This thing has Endwalker spoilers, by the way, okay? Up to 6.0. We're going to just go over there. Now, we know Poiten Oikos, which we already said, that means house of the poet. Poetis has two meanings in Greek. It is poet or maker. Okay, if you approach it in the literal sense, it means the maker. He who ποιείς, αυτός που ποιεί, he who makes. Okay, or poet, quite literally. Poem is ποίημα in ancient Greek, or in modern Greek as well. Oikos and not oikos, stop it, Kaiser, means house. So it is the house of the poets. All right. Peripeteia Krystalline. Peripeteia means adventure. Krystalline means crystalline. Okay. So this is a crystal adventure, as this guy says right here. Metabasseos Thalassai. Metabasseos, he says it means seas of passage. Thalassai means many seas. Okay, it is Thalassa, Thalassai, the many seas. Metabasseos means of moving from one place to another, seas of passage, as you see here. Boroneus means northern temple. I had not seen that meaning. Now, Boreas, Voras in modern Greek, means north. Naos means temple. I thought that these things had it as Neis or Neos or something like that, and I could not get it, but it makes sense that it means temple, okay? Euroneus comes from Evri, wide. January the 10th, when 6.8 drops, Q times will be instant for most UTs. They will be? I mean, you can always just queue as a fucking tank and, you know, like, instant queue just like that. White temple. Evris means white, Naos means temple. Ktisis Hyperboreia means the building. Ktisi means building. That is hyper north, super duper north, okay? Philomethes Notos means philos, friend, okay? Philos means friend. Mythis is myth, you know, legend. So it is the friendly myth north, the north of many myths. One, not many. Philos does not mean many. Many means poly. So it would be Polymethes Notos. Yeah, lots of players come back. True. Have you explained the Greek references in Amorot? Have I? I don't think I have, but I will in the future, undeniably. Misopses Euros. Now, this guy makes an approach of calling it Misopses, which means half height, mid height, you know? But it would not be there. Like Misopses would be, I will type it in the chat right now. Misopses. It would be typed like this, okay? It would not be Misopses. Misopses comes from the word misos, half, opsi, which means side. So it would be Misopses, but why would you have two O's one next to another? It makes no sense for Greeks. So it would be Misopses, you know, which is half. No, it does not mean to seek what can't be found. This is a mistake, okay? It's not what it is. It means half side. So it's like the range of half side. The half you can see, half you cannot see. That's what Misopses Euros means. And now we get into, guys, this is going to be a deep dive. I want you guys to focus on me right now. It will be a stretch. It will be a speculation. And it is imperative that I give this disclaimer out there. You see, a few days ago, when I first read Ethoseletikos Boreas, or Boreas, north, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. I couldn't understand. You see, ethos means ethos. You know, how do you call ethos? What would you, actually, you know what? Google Translate right now, because like I suck when it comes to translating. English to Greek. We just type ethos right here. And it says it's ethos. Yeah, it is morality. Yes, absolutely, morality. But what about the eletikos part? Prepare to be mind-fucked right now. I will fuck your brain, okay? You see, eletikos, little did I know that comes from eleatis. What is eleatis? What is elea? Let's take one thing at a time. Now, Elea is a region in modern Italy that was Greek back in ancient Greece, okay? It was a house of philosophy. They are before Socrates. They are before Plato. there before all these people, you know? What they are is the place that Parmenides the Eleat, or Eleatis, is the one that took place. But why do we care? Why do we give a fuck about Parmenides? Well, we don't. So why do I mention it? You see, Parmenides had a student. Our beloved guy Parmenides had a lovely, lovely student. Can you guys imagine his name? What if I told you that his student, his name was Zenos? Ooh, it's getting interesting, isn't it? You see, I thought that Zenos came from the Greek word xenos, which means stranger. For example, xenophon, xenophon, I don't know how you guys pronounce that, is phon, phony, voice, xenophon, xenos, phon, the voice of the strangers would be the direct translation of that name. Little did I know that Zenos came from Zenon. Now, this is a stretch. I'm not saying that it is canon, but hear me out, and I will directly translate. Zenon, or Zenos, dedicated all of his energy to explain and evolve the philosophical system of Parmenides. Plato mentions how Zenon was 25 years of Parmenides and he wrote the defense of philosophical system in a very young age. We don't give a shit about that. What we do give a shit about is this sentence right here. The contribution of Zenon in Eleatic philosophy is completely negative. He didn't add anything positive in the teachings of Parmenides, but he dedicated himself to denying and contra-proving the beliefs of his enemies. So, by proving you wrong, I prove me right, okay? So, you can see right here that Zenon, the ancient philosopher, did not actually add anything new, but his goal was to destroy the counter-arguments, to destroy his enemies' perspectives. Now, here's my stretch. Zenos, the one we have in Final Fantasy XIV, if you think about it, he's not a character himself. He's looking for a hunt. He's looking for a challenge. He's looking for something to destroy, to discredit, one could say. What did he promise us? That he would be our despair, our desperation. Was he a Redditor? I don't know, maybe he was a Redditor. But the important part is, what is Zenos in the game? He antagonizes us. He goes against us, okay? Now, let's talk about what Parmenides taught. Parmenides taught that the world of senses is an illusion because it consists of one motion or change and multiplicity. The real being, okay, is absolutely one, and there is no multiplicity in that. It is static and irreversible, unchangeable. It's the same thing, okay? Now, common sense says that there is motion and polyplocality and multiplicity. Yeah. This is the Pythagorean perception of reality against the one that Zenon would support, okay? Zenon showed that the common perception of reality leads in paradoxes and oxymorons, you know? So, this is what I read a few nights ago, I believe it was yesterday, and I lost my shit because this might be very much a speculation, it is, but it makes sense. You see the links, right? Zenon in-game is not static, it does not have a core. His character, his personality, his being revolves around opposing you. So, you can see the link right here. So this is how Ethoseletikos Boreas actually had a lot of that, you know? This is when I found, like, worth pointing out that it came from the word Zenos the Eleatic. I got my fucking, my hint from this guy, from Alex Antifandis, and what he ramped up to 10, I got it all the way to 50, you know? Because, like, I mean, I'm speculating because I clicked on his profile and I saw him. He's Australian Greek, okay? So he doesn't really know the shit from, like, you know, within as we know them. He also has, unfortunately, some misinformation. He says that Ailouros means rat. This is not the case. Ailouros means... Ailouros means feline, okay? All the felines are Ailouroidae. Petalouda is indeed butterfly, ktinos is indeed beast. We have the colors, cockiny, red, ianthini, purple, kyani, blue. We have Ophion, which translates from office, yes, as I said, snake. We have Monoceros, literally Monoceros, unicorn. Minotauros, Minotaur, you guys know that, okay? Ophiotauros, which comes from a snake and a bull at the same time. But what if I told you that there was a situation, you see in the dungeon, in the last dungeon that I did, the one where we fought Hermes, the first boss is called Lyssa. I told you that in modern Greek and in ancient Greece, Lyssa is known as rabies, the affliction. Little did I know that it was known as the spirit of mad rage in ancient Greek mythology. I have to take his words, I did not do the research, but it makes sense because if you read the journal after killing that particular boss, the journal tells you that the Lyssa cannot speak. It is what it is. Now, heading into Pandaemonium, and I skirmed through that, okay? I know that there are some small spoilers right here, but I haven't done the story, I haven't done anything. I will just explain to you a few meanings, a few words, okay? And I will not do a story correlation because I cannot do story correlation because I have not done the story. We're not going to start with Asphodelos, which... you have no idea how deep this thing goes. We will start with Pandaemonium. He says that it goes with Pan, which means everything, and Demon, where he says no explanation required. I disagree, my beloved friend Alexandre. There is a lot of explanation required. Pan very much indeed means pan, it means everything. Okay? Demon in ancient Greek is not demons, is gods. You see, Brother 8 is for after the story, LOL. It doesn't matter. I will give you a before I know the lore. Before I know the lore, I will just tell you the Greek perspective, and then maybe I'll do another one later. Demonia are gods. The Pandaemonium is the pantheon, all the gods together, you know. There have been many references in Odyssey, in Iliad, in Homer references where he speaks about the Pandaemona Theo. He talks about Pandaemonium, he talks about demones, he talks about demons as gods. Okay? Now, so we have the place with all gods. And here is a rhetorical question because I don't believe you guys will be able to answer this. We have Asphodelos. What is that, I wonder? You see, this guy says that Delos is the name of an island, which is true. Delos is the island of Apollo in ancient Greek, okay? It is in the Cyclades, if I recall correctly. I'm not really good in geography. We have too many islands, right? It also means coward, Delos. It would be typed with epsilon iota. This thing does not originate from coward, okay? Delos, I will type them in the chat very quickly. Delos is this island, okay? And Delos is this one. It would not be typed like this. It does not mean. It does not matter. And he says, as for aspho, I have no idea. There are words that start with asp, like asphaltos, asphalt, street. But alone it doesn't mean anything. And now I will proceed to mindfuck you another time. Let's go back in time. Let's return to ancient Greece. And you know what? I believe there is a way for me to return to ancient Greece. More effective than you would assume. 1 second. There we go. Ow. Ow. Oh, so this is so impractical. This is so impractical. 24 chatters in the classroom, Pog. Are we 24? Hi guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Now, what if we get into deeper? Deeper than that. Even deeper. We return to ancient Greece. To thousands upon thousands of times ago. Nikarta, thank you for the follow. You get a flex. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will just... let's get to this. What is this? Is what the Greek god asked. You see Asphodelos or Polyklados. This is a flower. This is a flower. I mean, it's nothing important, right? Why don't I translate for you? Asphodelos or Spherdukla belongs to this family, and it is throughout the entire Mediterranean as well as in the entire Greece. So who gives a fuck, right? This is information about the fucking flower, and I will read this to you. Of Lastos, the blossom just breaks into many parts in the top. The petals of the anthos of the flower are white with a long neuron in the middle, which is colored purple or half purple. It blossoms from January up April, okay? He has a very high ability to treat drought, low temperature, even low ground temperature. So why do you guys give a fuck about that? I will not give you further boring shit. Let's get into the important part. In Greek mythology, Asphodelos is directly connected with the dead and the other world. Homer in Odyssey mentions how the souls of the dead in Hades, when he says in Hades he means in the underworld, went to Asphodelon Limona. They went to the place full of Asphodelus, full of this flower, where they could feed on its condy-like, on its many roots. You see, ladies and gentlemen, Asphodelos is the flower of the underworld in ancient Greek mythology. These are the sources where you can find, and it is what it is. This flower, a word that you cannot translate, is not meant to be translated. Google it. Asphodelus ramosus. This is the name of the flower. I will type it into the chat for you guys to know. And this is what I believe to be a raid boss. I'm not sure, I haven't done it. But wait! There is more. Where is it? Is it right here? No, it's here. It's here. The boss of the first circle is named Ericthonios, the name of a king in ancient Greek of Athens. A word literally means to shake the earth. It comes from erichthi, which means it has fallen. Now, I do not really know if the guy comes from a king, if it is what it means. I can just Google it for you guys. Ericthonios. There we go. It is what it is. It's very easy for me to just read you. Ericthonios was a legendary king of Athens. He reigned as a king after he cast aside Amphictona from the throne, so he dethroned Amphictonas, right? According to mythology, he was half man. Listen to this. According to mythology, he was half man, half snake. He was the one that put the wooden statue of Athena in a temple dedicated to the goddess. In the glacial times, it was placed in Erechthio, okay? And he created the celebration in favor of Athena. Later on, Theseus, when he united all of the Athenian communities to one, he named this celebration into Panathenaea. Let's talk about his generation. And we will get to... You guys are gonna lose your shit, okay? You guys are gonna lose your shit. We're getting there. There are two versions of his, genealogical tree. The one has him as the god of Hephaestus, okay? Hephaestus, and Athidos, daughter of the king of Kranaos, which, that's how Attica took his name. The second mentions him as the father of Hephaestus, whose sperm was entered the earth by in the sight of the newborn Athena, okay? So he was born as a snake, okay? That's the important part, and he had some daughters and so on and so forth. What is his wife? He has a wife, and her name is not Incontinentia buttocks, but his wife's name, and prepare to lose your shit, is Praxithea. Now, why does Praxithea mean? Who is Praxithea? I mean, this is something that I would like to share with you in the next in the next Greek session, in the next Greek part. But long story short, it is what it is. Chat while this music is playing. I love it when hardcore nerds go hard. Brother, we are just scratching the surface, okay? So we have Ericthonios, who, if we are to address the TLDR, is half man, half snake, a son of Hephaestus. And then we go to Hippokampos, which is, this thing is Hippokampos, this means seahorse in Greek, in ancient Greek. I'm guessing this is an Aquin fucking, a mob. In the third, you face Phoinix. What's interesting is that they use the Greek lettering in English, but if you were to do so, the pronouncement would come a bit weird. It is Phoinix, it means Phoenix, it means, you guys know the bird, Phoenix, right? The one that dies and then goes back into a bed and rises from the ashes, which I truly love because I will make a parallel right here, okay? Hold up, FFXIV, LED boost theme. If you go over here to the edge and go all the way down there to rise from the ashes. There we go. All things change, drawn to the flame to rise from the ashes. This is a stretch from me, okay? This is a stretch on my behalf. Maybe this is linked to Phoenix from right here, okay? Maybe they try to make a link all the way back to Elidibus. Why would they make these references? I don't know. Maybe it is a reference from back the short story from La Habria. This is wild, deep speculation. I have nothing to base it on. But I have extra shit. Finally, the fourth circle awaits Esperos, which means noon. It doesn't mean noon. In Greece, we say Kalispera after 12 a.m. Okay, after 12 in the morning. I don't know if it is a.m. or p.m. Is it a.m. or p.m.? 12 in the morning, not in midnight. Midday, if you will. I suck at a.m. I use military time, okay? Kalispera comes from Kalin Esperan. Beautiful, and it's not noon. It's not afternoon. Hear me out. Esperinos is the dusk. When you wish someone in Greece there is no like καλό μεσημέρι would be good noon or good afternoon, okay? For us, Kalispera is Kalin Espera. We wish you a good Esperan. We wish you a good dusk of the sun. So I am guessing that this boss is not about the noon, which indicates light. It's not about afternoon, which indicates light again. But it is about the evening, about the dusk. It shows darkness, it shows shadow. And this is where we're gonna drop it for these parts. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This thing will make it onto YouTube. If you did, type a comment down there. Let me know if you enjoy this shit. A sub will help me, a like will help me. Yo, thank you for the bits for the chair, man. Thank you, Nicardo. Thank you, I truly appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you for the follow. Thank you for the first same chat. You got a flex! I'm sick, I should not have done this flex part. Now I need to drink water.